Welcome to Daily English Pronunciation Practice. Improve your speaking, clarity, confidence, and fluency one sentence at a time. Listen carefully, repeat after me, and practice every word clearly. Let's begin today's pronunciation session. The morning sunlight touched the quiet river. The morning sunlight touched the quiet river. I opened the window to feel the cool breeze. I opened the window to feel the cool breeze. The children played happily in the green garden. The children played happily in the green garden. A small bird rested on the wooden fence. A small bird rested on the wooden fence. The old clock ticked loudly in the empty room. The old clock ticked loudly in the empty room. She carefully folded the clean white clothes. She carefully folded the clean white clothes. The chef prepared delicious food for the guests. The chef prepared delicious food for the guests. My brother fixed the broken chair yesterday. My brother fixed the broken chair yesterday. The train moved slowly through the crowded station. The train moved slowly through the crowded station. We listened quietly to the beautiful music. We listened quietly to the beautiful music. The teacher wrote important notes on the board. The teacher wrote important notes on the board. A bright rainbow appeared after the heavy rain. A bright rainbow appeared after the heavy rain. The dog barked loudly near the front gate. The dog barked loudly near the front gate. I drank a glass of cold water after running. I drank a glass of cold water after running. The gardener planted fresh flowers beside the path. The gardener planted fresh flowers beside the path. The airplane disappeared behind the thick clouds. The airplane disappeared behind the thick clouds. She answered every question with confidence and patience. She answered every question with confidence and patience. The fisherman repaired his net near the shore. The fisherman repaired his net near the shore. The baby smiled at everyone in the room. The baby smiled at everyone in the room. The mountain air felt fresh and refreshing. The mountain air felt fresh and refreshing. My friend carried a backpack full of books. My friend carried a backpack full of books. The candles flickered gently during the power cut. The candles flickered gently during the power cut. We enjoyed a peaceful walk beside the lake. We enjoyed a peaceful walk beside the lake. The mechanic checked the engine very carefully. The mechanic checked the engine very carefully. A group of students waited outside the classroom. A group of students waited outside the classroom. The shopkeeper arranged fruits neatly on the shelf. The shopkeeper arranged fruits neatly on the shelf. I heard soft footsteps coming down the hallway. I heard soft footsteps coming down the hallway. The painter mixed bright colors on the palette. The painter mixed bright colors on the palette. The moon reflected beautifully on the calm water. The moon reflected beautifully on the calm water. My father cleaned the car early this morning. My father cleaned the car early this morning. The students celebrated their success after the exam. The students celebrated their success after the exam. A cool breeze entered through the open balcony. A cool breeze entered through the open balcony. The musician practiced the guitar late at night. The musician practiced the guitar late at night. The little girl drew stars on the paper. The little girl drew stars on the paper. The river flowed quietly through the peaceful village. The river flowed quietly through the peaceful village. We watched the fireworks light up the sky. We watched the fireworks light up the sky. The actor delivered his dialogue with great emotion. The actor delivered his dialogue with great emotion. The baker removed fresh bread from the oven. The baker removed fresh bread from the oven. I placed the keys carefully on the table. I placed the keys carefully on the table. The children shared chocolates with their classmates. The children shared chocolates with their classmates. The football match attracted a large audience. The football match attracted a large audience. The doctor spoke kindly to the worried patient. The doctor spoke kindly to the worried patient. A thin layer of fog covered the road. A thin layer of fog covered the road. The librarian organized books according to subjects. The librarian organized books according to subjects. We arrived at the airport before sunrise. We arrived at the airport before sunrise. The horse ran quickly across the open field. The horse ran quickly across the open field. She decorated the room with colorful balloons. She decorated the room with colorful balloons. The singer received loud applause from the audience. The singer received loud applause from the audience. The bus stopped suddenly near the traffic signal. The bus stopped suddenly near the traffic signal. The farmer harvested wheat during the early morning. The farmer harvested wheat during the early morning. The children laughed loudly during the magic show. The children laughed loudly during the magic show. My mother prepared tea for the visiting guests. My mother prepared tea for the visiting guests. The waiter cleaned the table after dinner. The waiter cleaned the table after dinner. A soft pillow rested on the wooden chair. A soft pillow rested on the wooden chair. The captain guided the ship through the storm. The captain guided the ship through the storm. We climbed the hill before the sun appeared. We climbed the hill before the sun appeared. The artist sketched mountains beside the flowing river. The artist sketched mountains beside the flowing river. The policeman directed traffic during the busy hour. The policeman directed traffic during the busy hour. A black cat jumped over the garden wall. A black cat jumped over the garden wall. The students listened carefully to the principal's speech. The students listened carefully to the principal's speech. The wind moved the curtains near the window. The wind moved the curtains near the window. My uncle repaired the leaking kitchen pipe yesterday. My uncle repaired the leaking kitchen pipe yesterday. The stars shined brightly in the clear night sky. The stars shined brightly in the clear night sky. The driver parked the vehicle beside the building. The driver parked the vehicle beside the building. We shared stories around the warm campfire. We shared stories around the warm campfire. The swimmer crossed the pool within 2 minutes. The swimmer crossed the pool within 2 minutes. The tailor stitched a beautiful blue dress. The tailor stitched a beautiful blue dress. A loud thunderstorm interrupted the peaceful afternoon. A loud thunderstorm interrupted the peaceful afternoon. The little boy chased butterflies in the garden. The little boy chased butterflies in the garden. The teacher collected notebooks after the class ended. The teacher collected notebooks after the class ended. The fresh smell of rain filled the air. The fresh smell of rain filled the air. My sister arranged candles on the dining table. My sister arranged candles on the dining table. The bicycle moved quickly down the empty street. The bicycle moved quickly down the empty street. The workers painted the walls light yellow. The workers painted the walls light yellow. A young puppy slept under the wooden bench. A young puppy slept under the wooden bench. The manager discussed future plans with the employees. The manager discussed future plans with the employees. We enjoyed ice cream near the beach yesterday. We enjoyed ice cream near the beach yesterday. The children built sandcastles beside the sea. The children built sandcastles beside the sea. The professor explained the concept with simple examples. The professor explained the concept with simple examples. The rainwater collected near the roadside drain. The rainwater collected near the roadside drain. The musician tuned the violin before the concert. The musician tuned the violin before the concert. I carried groceries from the market this evening. I carried groceries from the market this evening. The train whistle echoed across the silent valley. The train whistle echoed across the silent valley. The audience waited patiently for the performance to begin. The audience waited patiently for the performance to begin. A colorful kite flew high above the buildings. A colorful kite flew high above the buildings. The baker decorated the cake with fresh cream. The baker decorated the cake with fresh cream. The old man watered plants outside his small house. The old man watered plants outside his small house. The children gathered around the storyteller excitedly. The children gathered around the storyteller excitedly. The doctor examined the patient carefully and calmly. The doctor examined the patient carefully and calmly. The sunlight reflected brightly through the glass window. The sunlight reflected brightly through the glass window. The photographer captured beautiful pictures during sunset. The photographer captured beautiful pictures during sunset. We walked quietly through the peaceful forest trail. We walked quietly through the peaceful forest trail. The puppy followed the little girl everywhere happily. The puppy followed the little girl everywhere happily. The waiter brought warm coffee to our table. The waiter brought warm coffee to our table. The students practiced speeches before the annual competition. The students practiced speeches before the annual competition. A silver airplane crossed the blue afternoon sky. A silver airplane crossed the blue afternoon sky. The librarian smiled warmly at every visitor today. The librarian smiled warmly at every visitor today. The gardener trimmed the bushes beside the pathway. The gardener trimmed the bushes beside the pathway. The child opened the gift box with excitement. The child opened the gift box with excitement. Great job completing today's pronunciation practice. Keep practicing daily to improve your English speaking confidence and fluency. If you enjoyed this session, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more practice videos. See you in the next lesson.